Let us look at building relationships. Many professionals think that to be professional means to be impersonal and not consider emotions at all at work. But as humans, this is not possible. By connecting to our colleagues at work with positive emotions, can improve our efficiency and effectiveness many times more. At home with your spouse, you may have several differences of opinions. But you will keep solving the issues and keep going forward. This is due to the fact that you have a strong relationship with the other person. It is the same with our parents, our children, and so on. As you have good relationship, it can withstand any problems. At work, we may not be able to develop as strong a relationship as we have with our parents or with our children. But the fact that a good relationship can raise our effectiveness is a realization that we can leverage on. Building relationships can be driven at an organizational level and also at a personal level. There can be some organizational rituals that promote building of good relationships. Beyond this, individuals can be encouraged to take initiative to build relationships. 2 approaches to building relationships. Building organizational practices. Individual approach to build specific relationships. Organizational practices that can promote good relationships among the employees. An organization can try to promote practices that can help employees to build good relationships. Cross-functional teams. Company can promote CFTs for major organizational goals. This will ensure that employees from different functions will come together with a common objective. In all companies, the employees from different functions will have trouble in working together due to the functional barriers and silo behavior. Marketing team does not cooperate with the production team. Production team does not cooperate with purchase department, and so on. This happens due to the fact that each of these functions are having their own targets. They do not have any reason to work together. They would like to achieve their own targets. They are not inclined to support the other function employees to achieve their targets. CFTs are a method of encouraging the employees from different functions to work together. Senior team bonding. Very often, the silo behavior of employees in different functions can happen due to the senior people who are heading the functions. If the HODs cannot get along, then the behavior can trickle down to every employee in that department. It is a good idea to do some team building at the HOD level. They should be sensitized to the need to work together towards the company's goals. The senior team can be taken for a 3-day outbound training program once in a year. Outbound training programs have an advantage that they engage the participants in a play-like environment. They create a bonding among the team members if it is handled well. A good trainer will be able to get a good bonding among the team members. The bonding of the team has to be taken up on a continuous basis, and not just on one-off basis. Many companies do the mistake of carrying out a one-time exercise, and then leaving the topic. The teamwork among the top team is a continuous topic. An external coach can be used to ensure the teamwork among the team members. The coach may use the outbound program, and a few other interventions to build the teamwork among the top team members. During these sessions, the goals of the company for the next year have to be discussed, and the consensus about the methods of reaching the goals has to be brought about. Functional teams bonding. An annual exercise has to be conducted around the time of annual business plan. This should consist of presenting the annual business plan, as well as a team bonding program for the functional heads and their important team members. This will usually be done around Feb or March of the year, for the following financial year. The team is taken off the site for 3 to 4 days. 2 days will be the outbound training program, and 2 days will be spent for the annual business plan presentations. Usually the projects that need cross-functional cooperation will be discussed during this exercise. The problems that the teams are facing will be discussed, and solutions arrived at. This type of team building can again be done at the half-year mark in a financial year. It can serve as a business review, problem solving, and team bonding. Annual picnic. Many companies follow the practice of annual picnic for each functional team. The team members, along with the HOD, will go off to a nearby place for a day-long picnic. The mistake that the companies commit is that they do not have any structure for the picnic. Usually these picnics become structureless, and they do not serve the full purpose. If the picnic is structured, and some amount of time is spent on discussing the important problems in the department, and if the HOD can be made to listen to the team members, then there will be better output from the picnic. The team members can give feedback to the HOD. The help of a coach will be useful in such exercise. There can be more organizational practices as follows. Celebrating the success of the organization along with teams, in a weekend dinner with families. Celebrating the marriages of employees along with the team members in the company. Encouraging the HODs to train the employees of all departments on specific topics. This helps in building the bond between a HOD and the members of the other departments. Celebrating the festivals together as a company. There are many festivals in India. These can be used to build more bonding among the employees. The events planned should bring the employees together, and it would be very useful to have food during those meetings. Eating together can create a bond among people. Each company can devise their own organizational practices to build the relationships among the employees.
Individual approach to building relationships. Organizational practices are important for building relationships among the company's teams. If the company is focusing on this topic, then the employees will fall in line. But the individuals also need to focus on building relationships that are important for them to deliver good results in their organizational role. A quality manager needs to develop a good relationship with the production manager to ensure that they work together to improve quality culture in the company. If the quality manager is dealing with the production manager only on need basis, then he will go to him only when there are quality concerns. They may need to have tough discussions to resolve issues. If they are meeting only when there is such a need, then their discussions are limited to tough ones. A purchase manager needs to have a good relationship with the production manager. He needs to ensure that he should be able to walk down to the shop floor and talk to the production manager in case the material is getting delayed and request the production manager to alter the production plan. An R&D manager needs to have good relationship with the process engineering manager to ensure that he is able to connect to the engineering manager well while designing the products. The engineering manager needs to give inputs on the product design to ensure design for manufacturing and design for assembly. Individual managers can be encouraged by the organization to develop some practices that will help building relationships among themselves. Some of the practices are as follows. Forming CFTs with the team members from 2 or 3 departments. The teams can be encouraged to work towards a common objective. A HOD meeting the other HOD once in a week for discussion about the improvement projects between the 2 departments. As the discussion is on improvement projects, the expectation is that the HODs will look forward rather than looking back on the problems only. A HOD meeting the other HOD without any agenda. This will help in building the relationship. HODs going for lunch together every day. HODs can identify more practices that are useful to them. An external coach can help the HODs to connect to each other. The company has to identify that good relations between the HODs is a company priority, and it should support the HODs to achieve that.